Hello, guys, and welcome to the Democratic Saga Season 2. We had a pretty good time with the first game, and we're moving into the second now, but first we should maybe watch the recap. I think this goes for a few minutes, kind of re-experience the first game, catch up in case you missed anything.
When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared, ancient foes from the far northern reaches, and the world was thrown into chaos. Giant Varl defenders were slaughtered, their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alette, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive, mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and human stood against a dredge general, the immortal Sunder, known as Bellower. Juno devised a way to stop Bellower, but it cost the life of one held dear. The saga continues.
Yes, it does. It's time to move on to new things, new places, new apocalypses, new ways for the world to end incorrectly. Right, we need to import. And first, before we do anything at all, I want to... Why is it taking so long to load? Okay. There we go. My apologies, I may have mixed up.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant war, remain alive. Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones. Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sunder known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberain, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dredge, assaulting another hopeless village.
We have left Borsgard. We have gotten on our ships and attempted to sail to Aberang, but you can probably guess things aren't going to be so simple. Here's a tutorial fight, in case, you know, you forgot. Here's a new character. This guy's having a bit of trouble. If the bot is not confirming your votes, then yes, you may need to whisper at the bot. You'll know because you'll get a whisper in response when you do send a vote. Right now the vote is not active, so. Actions. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay. I just make sure the difficulty is still at hard. Oh, there's a skip tutorial. Well, you know what? Maybe I do need it. You know, I forget real easily. We've got strength and armor. Armor blocks strength attacks. And strength determines how much damage you do. It's pretty simple, but easy to figure out what moves you want to do. There's very little uncertainty in this system. Hakon's going to use one of his willpower to get close to these guys, so he can... Does he have Tempest yet? No, he does not have Tempest. He will get Tempest in this game. Instead, we'll use Sundering Impact. It'll do extra strength damage and some armor break as well. Now that there's only one enemy left, they get to move, and then everyone else gets to move, changing the order from enemy team, friendly team, alternating. That's normally how it goes. And Rook's going to use 1 point of willpower to kill this guy. Tutorial. Rook, where are you going? Oh, Rook, that's a lot of them. I'm not sure. You kinda separated yourself from the group. Just a bit. Your ability is useless here, Rook. There's no one to mark for you. Alette stays the same if you go on her path. However, she gets an ability later on, I think. Something very handy. She actually learns the Mend ability. A final blow directed at your head is deflected, and giant horns slam into the dredge surrounding you. Ivor pulls you to your feet and away from combat as other fighters from your caravan rush in to finish off the enemy. Sad Dad might be a bit mad. Ivor moves you past the crowd of worried villagers, ensuring you can stand on your own. Yeah, I don't think anyone knew what Rook was doing. He stops speaking as the village chieftain approaches. This is Aleo. He's real happy that a Varl came to save him from the dredge. You know all those things you heard about the wars back then and the apocalypse? All of that is happening again, but at once. It's real good. As a reminder, the sun is still frozen in the sky. It is forever daytime. The man's eyes appraise you and he quickly nods. He's a skald. I think it's a poet, I guess you could say. Storyteller. Lore keeper. Hey, thanks for the follow. So I think now is a good time, in case you're new here, to check out polls. To vote, use exclamation point and then the number 1 through 6. If you don't get a confirmation from the bot, you'll have to whisper at the voice of bot to do that. I think it's \W and then the voice of bot. Do that. Okay, good. That's working. I don't think I resetted my thing. I don't think these probably don't matter that much. Good, that works. All right. I wouldn't stop there. Alea looks into your eyes for a moment before recoiling. Yeah, let's not talk about why Rook is so mad. We've got some good news for you, Alea. He's been dealt with. You're Sunder Slayers. We have a title now. A very important title that's going to carry a lot of respect. The term makes Ivor wince and ends Alejo's excitement. Yes, Ivor has his own history of Sunder slaying. He killed the child of a Sunder by accident, admittedly, but took the advantage to kill her as well. Yeah, killing that Sunder is worth a lot of renown. Oh, right, there's also a giant serpent. I'm going to bring up the giant serpent. The serpent in the sun, Radomir. Isn't that the sun god? Maybe it is the same. I don't actually remember that detail. The Skald looks skeptical. Yeah, we're telling him a bunch of things that he probably shouldn't believe, but we do have evidence, I guess. Whole caravan of people who saw it happen. Alejo is going to pack up his village and travel with us. Oh. Unless we tell him that it's not a good idea to stick around. He seems to not want to leave. We have a baby dredge that we can name Alette to. Yes, we are going. Yeah, we want the poet on our team. I understand 100%. I agree. Because I tried using him recently in a run of survival mode, which I think I might end up doing at some point after I finish this. Yeah, you want to protect people, but it's just not going to happen here. We've had to survive in a walled-off town. We know what it's like. It's not a good time. We lost a lot of people. Just, dawdling and trying to fight off the walls, balance what we're doing with, and keep people from starving to death. The Skald looks around at the small huts of his village. Alejo wants to know if things are as bad as we make them sound. It's worse. It could be worse. It's most likely worse. Okay. He's in. Ivor, one of the giants known as Varl, has fought Dredge in the northern winters, personally killed the Sunder Rays, and lost an arm to the Sunder Bellower. He has been by your side through everything, including the death of your daughter. Now you feel the weight of his full attention. Variety of ways Rook can continue to grieve. Helodin, you didn't miss much. We are sailing on ships towards the human capital. We have stopped by a small village, and we have picked up the chief and his people. A new unit that we're going to meet soon. Okay, looks like we're going. I'm trying my best. Rook knows he's not keeping it together as well as he could. Keep holding it all in and you'll lose it when these people need you the most. Aldous? Is that his wife's name? I don't think he ever, mentioned that. I don't think the game mentioned that at all. So, Rook has... his family is gone. He doesn't have anyone else. He has 500 people to take care of. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. Rook looks a bit more ragged, for sure. Welcome to part 2. This came out last year around my birthday in April, and it blew me away. I was really impressed with how solid this game was. After the first game was really enjoyable, they built on the mechanics from the beginning and added a lot of new stuff that I thought was real cool. So I am super excited to play this game right now. The traveling merchants are surprisingly well stocked. Ubin, the old Varl dubbed Scrivener, says, "Since Borisgard our numbers have grown, people have scavenged for food and eaten it too. Regardless, we'll need plenty of supplies considering our destination." Actually, I think this is tutorial stuff. My bad. Where can I find merchants? Can't miss them. Tents. Where are supplies? Yeah, we know this stuff. Ah. Of course, he says. Oh, almost forgot. There's something ruffling the feathers of the Ravens, the mercenaries who followed us from Borisgard. Chat with their leader, Bolverk, but be careful, he's not like other Varl. So we met the Ravens briefly. We met Bolverk. He seems to be very strong and very much feared. So... let's go to the market. Is Sigbjorn dead? I don't think Sigbjorn's dead. We'll find out soon, actually. So, 44 renown, 28 days of supplies, pretty good. Maybe a few days of supplies with all this renown we've got. Thanks for the subscription. Thank you, Constantinople SA. Got a new notification for that, too. I was up late working on some stuff. Yeah, you know what? Gil is dead. Gunnulf is dead. Yersa is probably dead. She went missing, and I don't think we're going to see her again. I'm not certain on that, but I feel like we will not see her again. I'm sorry, Sir Vadon. I didn't have that up at the time. I had to scramble to make new notifications. So let's, looking at these accessories, you can see there's requirements of level 9 and level 7. That's because they extended the level cap to 10. Now 10 is the max level, which means there are all kinds of new accessories and new buffs we can have. You'll also notice that there's some things called talent ranks, and that's a new mechanic they added in so that you can level up stats further past their maximum cap. We'll get more into that a little later. Here's Oddleaf. Let's talk to her. Oddleaf, your former chieftain's widow, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. The group walks away as Oddleaf stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. Sorry, got a bit crazy. Or do we do the squall thing? It's nothing. Whatever. I'm not mad, you're mad. Yeah, the fourth option should be just periodics, just silence. I walked up to you to speak to you, but I don't have anything to say. It looks like 3 is ahead. I miss Alette. So, Oddleaf is still thinking practically, still thinking about survival. The clansmen, they have a function now. They can gather food for us on the road. However, that will make them not fighters, but clansmen. Clansmen gather food, fighters fight during wars. So you have these 2 resources. Have to find a balance that works. You turn to leave, but Oddleaf places a hand on your shoulder. Can't talk. Grieving. Alright. How about Bulwark? How are you? The volatile mercenary leader Bulwark and a rather large female fighter are talking to Juno, a member of the Spell-Weaving Menders Council. Bulwark looks annoyed. Nothing unusual. Making some kind of deal? A deal that they made a while ago. Reminder that Bulwark is extremely large, even for a Varl, and wears a bear. His coat is a bear. Also, he seems to be passing off some kind of job onto us. If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Varl. You know, that little line right there just kind of told me something. I think she's trying to convince him with her power. Oh, this is Bulwark's right-hand lady. She's quite strong. Real good character. Also, yeah, it wasn't a very good display, what we did recently. Do we speak up? Heladin, the game started with Rook going kind of out of his way to fight a large number of dredge he had no chance of beating. He was pissed. He wanted to hurt things. He ran into a crowd of enemies and started cutting until he got knocked down, which didn't take long. Really? That's interesting, Nafeji. Yeah, I ended up, I like her character pretty good. Looks like, just remind you, I'm not dead. What were you guys talking about? Oh, Juno was being secretive. It's business. You don't talk about business out in the open. Her look at Bulwark says she expects him to keep it private. Alright. Juno leaves without another word. His axes are named Claw and Fang. He's a good boy. He just wants to sound tough. The large gray axe heads are polished, the blades sharp, and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use. But it's the gray handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've ever seen before. Bulwark also kind of... Why are you letting her tell you what to do? She did kind of save our ass. She saved everyone with her bizarre plan that never should have worked. to quote-unquote kill the god Dredge. Of course, people don't know that he's not actually dead. There is an arrow buried in his chest, and he is sleeping. Only to Aberrang. Bolverk does not think the human king is not going to help. Hey, Runifred, how are you doing? Have we met? No, we haven't. Folka is the complement to Bolverk's wild cutting, turning everything into ribbons. Do these guys have all the answers? Maybe just being angry at everything is the way to go. One? Alright then. What is this problem? The Varl seems to grow taller and more wild as he takes a step towards you. You guys are saving every single person along this river, and it's annoying him. The Ravens are a very famed mercenary group. They are not known for helping people, they're known for getting jobs done. So. Yeah, Fane is the F word, basically. The F word, I say, censoring myself when I don't do that a number of other times. Yeah, he's angry you're helping people for free. That is Bolverk, I guess. He doesn't seem all that concerned with money. He seems more concerned with just killing things he doesn't like. It's very simple. Also, Punch Luden should be an option here, but it's not. I'm sorry. Also, right away, people ready to stand up to Bolverk. I like that. I like that a lot. What are you going to do with your, like, 16 strength and, oh god, when we get into what makes him so good? Fade is Norwegian for hell. Interesting. So it's not the F word. It's much tamer. Looks like 2 is winning. Bolverk, don't tell me what to do with my people. Bolverk's eyes twitch as he stares at you. Is he shaking? A question in the narration. How wonderful. Just a slight challenge. Just... Hey, dude. I've killed bigger people than you. Bolverk snorts and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bare cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Actually, no. Rook versus Bolverk would not be a good idea. Rook would not win. Alright. Our morale is normal. Our supplies seem adequate. We've got renown to spare to hopefully even out some levels. And I think it's time to go. Maybe one more stop at the market. God. A really good archer item, but it's level 9. We're not going to use that for a long time. 7 we might. 2 armor and 1 strength resist at level 5. I'm going to take... Oh, damn. 2 break, 1 move, 1 armor on rest. Good stuff. Good stuff here. The question is, what am I going to use? I think this one I'll take that one. I don't have any particular reason, it just seems like it'll be useful. And I'll be able to use it in a timely manner. The wooden planks of the well-used dock creak as you walk across them. Hakon, a warrior recently acknowledged as king of the Varl, paces on the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? So, Hakon is now officially the king, as opposed to just the guy who's going to be king. I guess they figured out it just has to be that way now. I don't know what happened to the other one. Jorundur? Jorundur? Do we keep levels or items from the first game? Yes. We carry over. Hakon? No, he's still alive. He's plot important. He cannot die. He is an important political figure. We both made harder decisions. True, Hakon says, but usually I'm following orders and only thinking about where to swing my axe. Now every decision affects the next. He pauses, then laughs deeply. Vagnir, my last kender, would have given me grief about thinking at all. A dark mood washes over him. His death remains a mystery, but I'll figure it out. Let's sail. After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats on your rickety longships, built of scrap wood, scavenged in Borisgard. The ravens find space around a large cart on their black-sailed vessel. Oars slowly move all the boats into the river's current. It's time to begin our journey once again. We're sailing. Our caravan is now boats. We have a boat caravan. Aleo looks ill. At least it's not the brackish sea. I think we looked at that on the map. That's the sludge ocean, I think. He whispers to himself as he steps around rowers and baggage to speak with you. I'm not sure we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says, and I hear Aberrang is quite a distance away, and my people could use a few hours rest on solid ground. The hopeful looks from others sway you, and you signal for the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is our destination? Aleo asks. Why are we going to Aberrang? Number one, Aberrang's walls have never been breached. That's true. The Menders make those walls. I think it's kind of like earthbending. They just pull the walls up, and no one can get through them. Also, the Valka Council is there. We're kind of counting on them to help us with some of the more apocalyptic events that are happening right now. Yeah, 4 is just it just is. Just row, please. And also, 3 is also very... all of these are true. These are all reasons we're going to Aberrang. It seems to be, if there's any order at all in any of these big cities, it would probably be there. So it looks like number 1 wins. Ah, of course, the growing walls should certainly keep a dredge army at bay, shouldn't they? You say nothing. Aleo is a bit naive, I guess, but he hasn't seen the things we've seen. Dredge, Aleo says, almost in awe. Man and Varl's storied foe from oh so ever long ago. But they're real, and here. How have they made it so far south? His glance at the Varls met with both anger and shame. Ah, interesting, Ifanzor. Thank you for that. The longship rocks gently, and the Skald grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses to ride upon, we'd outpace the dredge and be on sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back onto land. So Aleo's kind of lively. I like him. His words are very flowery and exaggerated. It's a nice contrast to all the blunt Varl that we travel with. Here's the world map. The caravan recently embarked from Aleo's village and is traveling westward down the Ormsa River. Prior to arriving at Aleo's village, the caravan had hurriedly embarked from Borisgard in the wake of the devastating siege laid by Bellower and his armies. So I imagine Borisgard is pretty much deserted now. I think we have picked up everything. We're going to Ormsdalr. If Borisgard and Ormsdalr were twins, Ormsdalr would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone else. A good description. And Aberrang, way the hell down there. Reaching Aberrang, the human capital, is the ultimate goal of the caravan. It is hoped that the walls of the ancient city will provide safety against the deepening catastrophe. Yeah, as each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. They're getting themselves into an Attack on Titan situation. They won't be able to get out. Yeah, where's the Brackish Sea? Hang on, let's find the Sludge Ocean. That's the Gruin Sea. The Brackish Sea. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, they drew a big monster on that. Just to know, you do not want to go here. Not much is said about the Brackish Sea, except for occasionally, at least it's not the Brackish Sea. Yeah, this map is outdated. There still is a... What is that city? Grafheim. Yeah. Yeah, this is not updated. Grafheim is gone. It's gone. Oop. Yeah, it's okay. You don't gotta do the tutorial. I know what I'm doing. And we can also camp. You know what? I should really check out our heroes. I don't want to spend a day of rest, but fine, if you're going to make me do that. Let's talk to a new character we've picked up. A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. Huh? Oh, this is the backer character. This is why he's saying this, because you would have had him in the first game if you had backed the game. If you'd supported this journey long ago. That's cute. The man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. He now acts like your old friends. I've lost it. Lost what? My desire to keep going. The same as you. Trigv. I'm gonna call him Trigv? Trigv. Twiggy. His name is Twiggy now. Yeah, we understand. We've got to keep moving. Trig. Yeah. Trig is good. Triggy. Triggy starts laughing. It's disturbing, and as you walk away, you hear him singing. He seems to talk a lot of nonsense. Yep, this is definitely our crew. Alright, yeah, you can stop with the tutorializing. No option for that. I should have clicked that thing when I had the chance. So, we are missing Gil. We are missing Gunnulf. And, okay, we have not had... This is the exact crew we had at the end of the first game. The arrow means, or the plus sign means he can promote. So we've got a lot of characters at 4. Ivor's at 5. I think he's one of the few characters who got to reach the 5th level, the 5th and final level of the first game. Leo's an interesting character, and I think I'm going to definitely want to bring him into battle. If I can use him correctly. Yeah. Oh, right. We buried Alette with the, No, wait, no, there it is. The Farthing Yard. We still have the Farthing Yard. Never mind. Everything's okay, guys. It's okay. What do Aleo's abilities do? Let's see. Tale Worth Telling. It's his active. It's a buff. Adds 1 damage for every 2 strength the enemy is above the target ally. And his passive is super good. Everyone... So if he's standing next to someone who does a killing blow, everyone around him gets an extra point of willpower. He will hype everyone up. He's kind of... He's Terry. He will hype everyone up. Alright. I've also got Hakon. Could promote him to level 5. It's also a lot cheaper to promote to level 5. Now, all of the... that stuff is all... it costs way more points around level 7, 8, 9, and so forth. So, let's... I actually want to get... I think I might want to give him a willpower. No, 18 strength is crazy. We want that. Luden, how are you doing? You're still alive. Rook. You're going to be fighting a lot, so I think I want you around. I want you to have that armor. Ekil, you have always been there for us. You are going to level 5. Alright. Let's see. Let's put together a party while I'm here. Yes, I like that. This is a powerful team. It's a very powerful team. I like this a lot. And we're off, once again. Actually, haven't really had any real fights yet. But that's fine. There will be plenty, I assure you. Shouted orders turn several ships towards the bank. You have no choice but to call all the other vessels to a halt as well. By the time you land, a crowd is gathered by the water. Who is this? Very determined-looking fellow. A man in fine clothes and missing a hand stands in the center of the others. He smirks as you approach. Rugga. I don't remember Rook declaring himself king of Caravan Land, but... Are you the delay? I don't answer questions from backwater scum, no matter how high they've risen in the pond. Can hear the people whispering in the background. Look at that scar on his neck. Someone really tried to kill him. Someone put a lot of effort into killing that dude. And he's not dead. And he's still speaking. That's also kind of impressive, because I don't think you should be able to after getting cut there. Or hanging? Yeah, it could have been hanging. I feel like someone might have tried to cut his throat. This guy has survived some shit. Handle this quickly with force. Without hesitation, you grab the man's wolf cloak and slam him into the nearest ship. I've got no patience for mutiny. The man's helmeted guard steps forward, but Ludin, the entitled Prince of Aberrang you met in Einertoft, steps in. Governor of Borisgard. Ah, a noble. Trying to pretend that his position means something in the end of the goddamn world. You relax your grip and Governor Ruggan knocks your hands away with unexpected strength. Also, thanks, Ludin, for standing up for us? Wow, Ludin. The threat causes a few gasps from the clansmen. Ludin's bodyguard, the usually quiet Varl Bersi, growls but is waved off by the young prince. Rugga is, trying to play both sides, it seems. Change punch Ludin to punch Rugga. It seems like Rugga seems an opportunity to he's very what's the word, disapproving of Rook, but we killed the God Dredge. Nothing can take that away from us. That's our badge of honor, of pride. People are going to respect that. You're a guy who just didn't die a few times. Who the hell are you? Oh yeah, Rugga is way shittier to Alette because she's a woman. That's the thing. You may remember in the first game speaking to Oddleaf about how she should have been leading the caravan, and she says they're not going to follow a woman. Like the people from Skogar, from where, you know, the village we grew up in, sure, they'll follow us. Everyone else is not going to just follow a woman just because there's a big group behind her. But if Alette survives the second game, she's a Sunderslayer. People actually do respect her, and it ends up becoming the thing Oddleaf said could never happen, ends up happening. Ludin glances at you, a brief look of appreciation upon his face. Ludin is thinking that our banner should be part of Aberrang's. You might want to try a bit harder. Or don't try at all. Just, you know, don't be around us. Oh, ouch. Ivan shows up finally. Overseeing a besieged town isn't hiding, Mender, just as fighting in a battle isn't necessarily leading. You still weren't there. And if you were, you would have lost your other hand. Now everyone is speaking up. But Rook kept us alive across the frozen wastes, he did, cries a man. Saved us to Einertoft, too, a woman adds. Others join in, listing your deeds and cheering your name. I probably foreshadowed this a bit, but Ludin does grow quite a bit. He does support you once you prove yourself. He has to attempt to keep the authority in the situation because Rugga could try to take over. He's dangerous. We say, one, I don't want a title or a boss, or just get on the damn boat. Sail. It's true, we've been traveling for quite a while, but we've got some new people, some powerful people who think that their status still means something. We're gonna have to deal with them, one at a time. Return to the ships. The helmeted guard next to Rugga makes a gesture for only the governor to see. Rugga laughs as the crowd disperses. Yeah, we'll see. Traveling in close proximity with a person who really does not like us? We've done that before. His name was Onef. He got an arrow through his eye. Ahead, driftwood is collected, creating an impressive barrier for the longships. Alternatively, going ashore has its own risks from whatever might be lurking in the trees. Sorry, let me... There we go. Wanted to clear the vote first. Okay. We can attempt to break through with our ships. We can go ashore and chop up the wood. Or we can carry the ships around portage. I don't know exactly what the... That sounds very difficult. I assume you just carry your ships over land through to a spot where you can sail again. That seems quite dangerous. Heeldin brings up a good point. Our ships are crap. They're made out of Borisgard. They're made out of the houses in Borisgard. That's how we built those ships. It looks like we're going for 2. Bank the ships and set all axemen to chopping. Once you land, you, Ivor, and anyone else with an axe start hacking away at the wood blockage. Thudding sounds fill the air. Moments later, Rugga says, "Damn, we've got company." As Dredge approach from the woods, you realize others will have to hold them off until you have cleared the driftwood. Yeah, I'm okay. They took some of my characters away. You took all of the characters I wanted to. You took like 4 of the characters I wanted to use away from me. Okay, Krumer, welcome back, Krumer. Ivan, I guess, can also join in on this one. Luden, how about you? And Aleo. All right. 2 support characters? Sure, why not? I don't actually know how I feel about that. Well, Ivan can be an offensive character, just in the right situations, so... Only 1 character at level 5, so... Here we go, 2 armor and strength resist. There you go, that's what you get. Oddleaf will have the break. Trigby, Twiggy comes with his own thing, 10%, 2 times strength damage. We can probably do better than that. Alright, we're not using him, I'm using Luden. I need you to surrender that, please. Does anyone else have... Krumer, what have you got? Oh, the strength resist. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, let's give Luden the armor. It's a little backwards from how things are supposed to go, but I don't have a Let's Bracelet anymore. Luden cannot use Mug. He, cannot use Mug. I didn't mean it that way. Cannot equip the Mug because he's level 3. But yeah, having him with that knockback could be useful. Also, here you go, Aleo. Let's remove some of your aggro. Okay, proper fight number 1. Against a large number of dredge. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh wow. Well. Going to have to be super careful here. Yeah, I'm slightly outnumbered. And that's correct. More targets means more opportunities for Wizard. Like many of the other fights in the first game, where we were severely outnumbered, if we play smart, we can come out ahead. In fact, I almost like the idea of just sitting here and kind of forming up around that. If they have to, yeah, if they have to filter into here, I could move up and use that as a choke point and maybe put Luden on the corner. We would still be vulnerable from the side, but we would have time, or I could swing Krumer out to kind of block that area. We'll try it. See if it works. Yeah, right here. No, wait, that's not what I did not want to move one over. Now Mogar is going to be stuck. It's fine. We'll take it. We'll adjust. If they can't both fit, then I'll have one, and then maybe Luden as well. Yeah, you guys filter over into that thing over there. Also, yeah, those guys have got some work to do. Oddleaf still has Rain of Arrows. Since there are so many dredge, I'm going to assume that this guy doesn't get a chance to move again anytime soon. Wait, did I have a chance to hit? I did, didn't I? Oh boy, I'm going to have to get my caravan legs back. I feel a little rusty. That's not going to cut it on hard mode, folks. Not going to cut it at all. These guys do start a pretty good distance away from me, so I think I've got time to just kind of chill out a bit. Yeah, it's true. I could use Oddleaf as a defense against flanking, but it has to be timed right. It has to be timed perfectly. Otherwise, it will not last. One more turn. They are not yet within striking distance. I want them all in that tiny little space. Okay. You will go. Okay, so I will Rain of Arrows you. I assume you're going to move into that space at that point. Yeah, they're trying to filter in... I mean, okay, you'll get around my trap, but... Ah, I see. Okay. Every 2 strength enemy has over ally. Wizard targets. Still do not have wizard targets. Yeah, they've got 3 tiles here. They can fit 1 big guy and 1 small guy. I'm pretty good on this end because they'll have to move around Mogar, and good luck with that. He's going to break your armor before you can do anything. Alright, we have engaged the enemy. It is time to bring pain. Once again, Mogar is very good at breaking armor. His Bring the Pain ability gives him extra armor damage when he gets hit against the enemy. He will just hit them back and do like 3 armor damage. Extremely useful for wearing down enemies while taking taking damage meant for weaker characters. Yep, there goes my arrow. That didn't work out. Whatever. You know what? Let's wear you down so we can kill you real quick. You guys are all filtering into a giant blender. All I have to do is wait and then hit the switch. Aleo needs to hang back here. Okay, there's a target. And yes, Dredge will knock into each other on certain hits, allowing you to do way more damage than normal over time. As you continue to hit enemies, they will knock into each other and do additional damage. I still want him bringing the pain. Okay. Hello! Wow. 9 damage on that guy, or 13 damage on that guy. Yes, you have all stepped into my blender. That's 3 armor damage just for getting hit. Not bad at all. Not bad. Who is going next? Yeah, Aleo might get hit if I leave him there, so I should move him. Who is going next and needs extra damage? Mogar, I think. So it probably seems like I'm playing conservatively and maybe a bit foolish here, but just wait it out a little bit. You'll see what I'm doing. The Dredge are big and clumsy. They're going to get in each other's way. Here it comes. The willpower. Need to weaken you a bit. Make sure you don't get any good hits on me. Mogar is holding up, but could still take some damage if I'm not careful. Also, willpower! Look at that value. Look at that. Unstoppable. Just don't get hit. Don't let Aleo get hit. That's a lot of dudes, but it's gonna work against them. They're better off. They're better off splitting up and going around the side. I wouldn't be able to deal with that as well. That would be bad. That would completely turn against me. I cannot do that. I cannot. Oh yeah, I can. I will mend. I will mend armor. Yeah, that works. That works well. I'm sorry? I don't think that guy's feeling too good. I think he's a little out of it. Yeah, Aleo is Ivan's best friend. He will keep him fueled up so that he can continue to murder indiscriminately. The AI might be having some trouble with the terrain, yeah. Let's just push you back a bit more. Okay, that guy's got full strength, so let's knock him down a bit. Alright. He's taking a bit of damage. So, Aleo's buff works on... Every 2 strength enemy has over ally gives an extra strength damage. So, I guess whoever's got the lowest strength would benefit the most from it, whose turn is coming up, which would be Krumer in this case. His buff is a little tricky to use. It works when... Nice. It works better when your guys are weaker. Yeah, it's for punching up, that's correct. I'm also going to repair his armor, keep him going. No point in fighting a marathon battle where you're trying to survive if you don't keep your guys filled up. And Ivan is the only character who can really do that. And Alette, in this game, will eventually learn Mend. Fun fact. If you if you take certain decisions. Yep, that's not a good idea for you, because... Oh. Oh well. I'll continue to bring pain. I think Oddleaf should be able to get rid of him. Yeah. This guy will not be able to knock out Luton the way he is. He's a large man, but he's mostly armor. Also, here we go. Look at that puncture. Yeah! I didn't need to use all that willpower, but we had so much willpower, I couldn't help it. So in case you needed a test, just to see if Aleo is any good, the answer is yes. Yes, he is. He good. He real good. This will not cause any collateral damage. It's the only move I can make. I could have gone after those. Yeah. They should have a new Cloud guy face. Oh, wow! Okay. I might have to handle that guy. I can't let my best friend Luden get hurt. That would be an awful shame. Alright, that guy's moving soon. %20 to hit. That's no good. But if he's moving, and if I do Impale, he'll take 3 damage, I think. Yeah, you need to break. You need to make sure you don't hit me. Aleo, I need you to do me a solid. Give yourself some willpower. And hurt that man. Well done. Keep that armor up. Oh, Mogar has run out of things to kill. We have run out of materials to blender. God, the range on that is insane. I mean, it's just based on who can hear him yelling in the middle of battle, so yeah, it's quite good. And yeah, Aleo can also jump in the battle. And there's a kill for him. Good job. You're gonna need a few of those if we're gonna promote you. Krumer, I'm gonna zap you. I'm sorry. It's worth it, okay? You hear the axemen cheer as the blockage of wood breaks up and disappears down the river, but the dredge have regrouped. One of them looks especially menacing. The fighters around you are tired, but could buy everyone else enough time to safely board the ships. I will be right back while you decide on whether we take this risk v reward choice. Okay, and it looks like, yeah, 1 is 1. Oh, okay, there's a big one. 23 armor and 15 strength. That's quite a unit. That's a Colossus. Oh my god. Wow, you guys really want me to stick it out, huh, with... Oh boy. Yeah, I think you guys may have erred a bit. I'm just gonna say it right now. Krimmer's not gonna survive. Alright. Ivan is going to have to mend everyone's armor. Yeah, they are all melee units, so that's good. Also, I'm gonna need you to not be over here, please. Yeah. Let's give Aleo some willpower in case he needs it, so I probably wasted some willpower, actually. Alright, Ivan. You... Yeah, that's all I'm gonna get, I think. Ivan is out of juice. To be honest, I'm not really feeling this. It's kind of scared of all this giant group. Giant group is gonna roll over us at this rate. I could slow down this guy. I don't want to get flanked, that's for damn sure. Alright, everyone's armor is fine. Oh, you jerk. I hate you. Need to do something. Gotta hit someone. I might have to move back there next turn, but... Yeah, he's trying to move... Nice. Good break chain. Yeah, that's 1. Alright, I need to... Yeah, I need to work on that, like, flank over there, I think. This is where Aleo's buff will come in handy, I suppose. But who to use it on? It's really important that I use it on the right character here. I think I need to give it to Mogar, if I have enough. Shit, I can't move there. Well... Nah, it's not gonna work. I am out of range. There's no easy move here. Ugh, you've got to resist the strength, please. You cannot afford to get hit. When Krumer dies, my entire thing is going to fall apart. Just a fair warning, dudes. It's gonna go down, and then things are gonna be bad. Luton, why the fuck are you always out of position? Come on. This is, I don't like where this is going in the slightest. And Mogar is down. So, this battle is lost. I just want you guys to know, we have lost. It doesn't look good. I am going to fight to the last guy, but it's not good. Here. Krumer. This may save us. This may save Krumer for one turn. Yep, they're getting in. Please don't get hit. That strength resistance, it's giving me anxiety. Thanks for the follow. Alright, Oddleaf is up next. She might be able to do something with this guy and hurt him. Shit. It's 3 damage on him. Four damage on Oddleaf. Or I could do 5 damage on this guy. Yeah, we lost Fasold. He's dead. I forgot about him, actually, because I don't think he's a great character, but... Yep. Krumer's not going to survive. He's dead. Luden, I need you to, like, really nail this guy. Alright, before we start getting crushed here, I might as well throw some lightning around. The boot will not work here because of the circumstances. There's not enough space. Not good. Nice. Good deflection. Kill this large man, Aleo. Nice! We got an achievement for killing characters with a poet. That's a thing in this game. The enemy is scattered, and so are we. We're both at the end of our strength here. This guy doesn't go for a while. I think... Oh, crap. That man is very large. That man moves almost next. But he has no armor. Luden could get a shot in on him. Yeah. Yeah, that might just be how this has to go. But this guy's also dangerous, and so is that guy. That guy moves next, and he's probably going to knock out Oddleaf. Or Ivan, if I keep him up there. Give him the stick. Oh, Oddleaf is still alive. I could use a trap. Alright. I'll take it. He's still got some stamina. Or willpower. There we go. No! Yeah, I get that Luden's good with the mug, he just doesn't have the levels. It's a perfectly reasonable reason to not use that at this point. 6. What is wrong with you guys? Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? No! Nice deflection! Stay alive, Luden. Stay alive. I don't care what it takes. They're not even bunched up, so I can't even, like, take advantage of... I don't have any more willpower. Oh, no, no! No! No, please don't do that. Also, Aleo can kill all of these guys in one shot. His ability doesn't trigger when someone else gets a kill. That's a problem. I have issue with that. Alright, Oddleaf is down. I love that Aleo is still at full strength. Virtually. Oh. Yeah, stick that guy to death. Oh no, come on. Why are you here? I don't want you here. Oh no. My remaining armor. God, he's got no break. So, I guess we're gonna have to start the game with our whole team injured. I think maybe I'll consider not giving the chat that option next time, because it's not a good idea. Having our entire team injured is not a good way to start. Well, not our entire team. Our entire B team, I guess, is what this was, for the most part. This has become hopeless. We do not have the numbers. Well, I can't believe... How have you not killed him yet? You guys need to get your stuff together. I'm just going to keep stabbing this guy until one of us dies. Okay. So, there's that. Yeah, that was completely not a thing you should... is not a decision we should make. It's an awful idea. Is it game... I don't think that's game over. Pretty certain that's not game over. 22 renown for that. The Axemen and Varl pull away from their task to join the fight. Several die in the extended battle as blunted axes fail to kill swiftly. Eventually, the dredge retreat and the river is cleaned.